The tree who wanted to walk. In the middle of a sun-drenched meadow stood Rootsy. She was a young tree with bark the color of toasted cinnamon and leaves as green as emeralds. While the other trees were happy to wiggle their toes in the cool dirt, Rootsy had a secret. She didn't want to just stand still. She wanted to see the world. Rootsy watched the village children play tag. They hopped over stones and raced through the tall grass. Oh, how wonderful it must be, Rootsy sighed, her leaves rustling like 1,000 whispers, to have feet that go patter-patter instead of roots that stay stuck. One afternoon, a playful gust of wind swirled through Rootsy's canopy. "Tell me, wind," Rootsy asked, "what is it like to travel?" The wind didn't speak with words, but it hummed a song of salty oceans and snowy peaks, dancing around her trunk before disappearing into the woods. Just then, a tiny sparrow named Peepa landed on Rootsy's shoulder. Peepa was a world traveler with a chest of sunset orange feathers. She chirped a greeting and began to preen her wings. "You look sad, Rootsy," Peepa chirped. "Why the drooping branches?" "I want to see the things you see, Peepa," Rootsy explained. "I want to see the great blue water and the stone giants that touch the clouds. But I am anchored here, and I shall never know the world." Peepa flapped her wings, her eyes wide with the memories of her flight. Peepa stayed for a long time, telling Rootsy about the sparkling city lights and the way the desert smells after a rain. Rootsy listened with every leaf. She felt a little bit like she was traveling, but her heart still ached to move her own wooden feet. The next day was the hottest day of the summer. The sun hung in the sky like a giant golden coin. From down the dusty path came an old traveler named Silas. He walked slowly, his boots covered in the dust of many miles. Silas reached Rootsy and let out a long, weary sigh. He took off his hat and looked up at her thick green canopy. Rootsy felt a surge of kindness. She stretched her branches as wide as they would go, casting a deep, cool circle of shade on the grass. "Thank you, friend," Silas whispered. He took a sip of water and shared a piece of bread with Peepa, who had fluttered down to join him. "I have walked across 3 kingdoms, but this is the most beautiful spot I have found. You are a very special tree, Rootsy." Silas stayed until the sun began to set. "The world is a very busy place, Rootsy," he said, standing up to leave. "Many people are rushing here and there, but they all need a place to stop. They all need a home to find them. You are the home we look for." After Silas left, the meadow grew quiet. Rootsy looked at Peepa, who was tucking her head under her wing for the night. Rootsy realized that she didn't need to walk to see the world. The wind brought her songs, the birds brought her stories, and the travelers brought her their gratitude. Rootsy wiggled her roots deep into the warm, dark earth. She wasn't stuck at all. She was holding the earth together. She was a landmark, a shelter, and a friend. Rootsy closed her leaves and went to sleep, finally happy exactly where she was.